Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, as you have probably guessed, I'm going to be making a cake because it's Jimin's birthday today, and I've also been wanting like a cake recently, like craving a cake recently, so I'm going to make a cake for Jimin. Have I made a cake in years? No. The last time I think I properly baked was back in 2020 making banana bread. An actual cake, I don't think I've made one for a good while. So that's what we're going to attempt today. I'm going to make it a nice heart-shaped one and decorate it nicely. So you're going to come along with me and we're going to begin. I have got my recipe on my phone. I'm using the BBC Good Food basic Victoria sponge recipe because BBC Good Food is just the best. And the first step, it's telling me to heat my oven to 180 degrees. 160 on fan. My oven is a fan one, so 160 degrees. That's preheating. Okay, and I'm actually going to tie my hair up first because I can't do anything with my hair down. My hands are also already washed, so I'm not going to include that when I've already done it. Now I've got to line the base of my pan. This is actually one for 2 pans, but I think it should be fine with just my one. I need to get my pan out. Now, I only realised the other day that we've actually got a heart-shaped thing. I was going to try and like cut a circular one into a heart, but this is silicone. And I just don't know if a silicone one is going to work, because how will I get my cake out? You know what? Mum will come in when I have to get my cake out. We'll do that. So yes, I've got to line this. How does one line a heart-shaped pan? I don't know. Draw around the bottom of it, get the heart shape, and then put it in with butter. I'll move my phone out of the way for a sec. So that is what I'm going to attempt, and we'll see if I can do it. I didn't realise it would be this hard. I actually can't do this. You know when you have to like draw a circle around something in school? I've never been able to do that and make it look nice, and it's showing. Okay, that's good enough. That is good enough. I'm now going to cut the heart out. And I've just realised I've made a really big mistake. I know that you're meant to draw outlines like near the edge, and I haven't done that. This is why I don't do art school. This is why I dropped art. There we go, that's my heart. Does it fit in my heart pan? I did that quite well. It does, it fits brilliantly. Okay, let me put this baking paper away. Now it's time to grease it, of which I'm using this kitchen roll, and I'm going to get my butter. And we're going to go over the pan with this. I'm just going to get a bit of butter all up on there. Butter on my pan. Hopefully this just slips right out. Okay, now my pan is all greased. I'm going to put this at the side because I've got to actually make the cake now. Okay, so my first step is to whisk my butter and sugar together until pale and fluffy. So we're going to do that. I have already measured out my sugar and flour, so the sugar, 225 grams, can go straight in my bowl. And then I've actually got to measure out my butter because I didn't do that beforehand. The only issue is I wish I had real butter. This is not real butter. Well, it's like butter spread. So it will be fine. Not as good as the real stuff, I guess, but manageable. And we need 225 grams of this too, if my thing will work. I'm just going to use this spoon. Don't judge how I'm getting the butter out. I know that it's probably really wrong. If I had a stick of butter, I would be cutting it, but I don't have a stick of butter, so this is how this is going to go. Okay, I'm nearly there. Please be the last bit. Oh! Oh! 3 grams off. Oh! Okay. 3... I'm bad at maths. 3 grams off. Yeah. Oof! Perfect. Now I've got to whisk this. Now we're going to whisk this with the electric whisk. I hate these. I despise electric whisks. Purely because the noise is so irritating. Like, whisks, hoovers, especially hoovers, are my issue. But it's fine. We've got to deal with it. Let's... I actually don't like this at all. I think that's enough. Crack the eggs in one at a time and whisk well, scraping down the sides of the bowl after each addition. Well, let me quickly grab a scrapey thing. This is the scrapey thing that I'm going to be using once I've cracked my eggs in and whisked. So let's try and do this without getting the shells in. I usually do get shells in. And I do get them out, obviously. I'm not going to leave them in. Roll my sleeves up for this step. And it needs 4 eggs, if I've not said that already. That got such a big bit of shell in it. Let's try and remove that. There we go, got it out. Boom. Got a bit of shell in that one too. Oh my giddy aunt. Second bit of shell out. Next egg. Oh, no shell in that one. Oh. I was supposed to whisk it after each egg. It's fine. It'll be fine. Literally, I'm sure that does nothing besides just make it well mixed at the beginning. But I think it should be fine. No, well, maybe a tiny bit of shell in that one. Ugh. Okay, no shell left in that. I'm going to quickly rinse my hands. I'm going to put this back in the fridge as well so they don't get warm. And then I'm going to wash my hands a bit because they're eggy. And now I'm going to whisk again. Oh. This is why we've got to scrape down the sides. I can see some in there. There we go. Okay, that was all I needed to get the sides done. Add the lemon zest, vanilla, flour, milk and a pinch of salt. Okay. Now, do I have lemon zest? No. Do I have some lemon juice? Yes, so I'm going to add a tad bit of lemon juice. That should be fine. I don't have vanilla extract either, but the icing on top is going to be vanilla. I know it's not about the icing, it's about the cake, but cakes always taste nice anyway because they've got all the sugar in it, so that's fine. Let me get my milk. Oh. Here we've got our milk. Let me open this one. This is a brand new bottle. Lovely. Just had a splash of milk. That's a splash, I assume. Put that back in the fridge. And then I've got to add my flour, which I already measured out the flour as well, like I did with the sugar. And then was it a pinch of salt? Let me double check. A pinch of salt. Okay, let me grab my salt shaker. Did any salt come out? Yeah. And now all I've got to do is whisk it. So this shouldn't be too hard. There we go. There we go. Now it is all mixed. I can put it in my heart-shaped pan that I greased earlier. So I'm just going to pour it in. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is looking lovely. Quite delicious. I've still got loads of stuff in here. There we go. My cake. Oh, I can't really show you it. I assume you can see this. Now we're going to bake in the centre of the oven for 25 to 30 minutes until a skewer inserted into the middle of the cake comes out clean. After 10 minutes, remove it from the... Oh, that's just afterwards. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to have to move around stuff in my oven. I know this. It's fine. We can do it. Oh, I've got hiccups. Oven gloves on. Safety. In food tech in year 7, we used to have an oven buddy. In fact, I think that's just in food tech in general. You've got to have an oven buddy in my school at least. I never got the point. Because it was just like, they held the oven open for you, but they stay open anyway. Now I'm going to try and get this in without it falling. Ooh. And there we go. That is in and cooking. Now I'm going to quickly set a timer on my phone for, it said 25 to 30 minutes, so I always do whatever's in the middle, so we'll say 27 minutes. And I'm going to start that, and now I'm going to wash up everything, and I'll see you when my cake is coming out of the oven. My cake is now done. Okay. Now I'm going to get it out and poke it with this steak knife, because we don't have any other knives that are clean right now, in the cake to see if anything comes off of it. And if it does, then it's not done. Ooh! Oh, it's one lovely cake. Oh. That's one very wet cake inside. We're going to leave that because, yeah, we're going to keep that in there. I think there was so much batter that it probably takes a bit longer. I think I'm easily going to leave that another like 15 minutes because there was so much batter that I don't think it would cook in just like another 5. We're going to do a 15-minute timer. So I'll see you guys when my 15-minute time is over.
Hi everybody, it's me, Gigi. Holly is a luxurious person. Her heart is good. And she's very entertaining. So subscribe and like, because I'm your #1 fan. And if you're competitive, then you probably want to beat me. Bye, y'all.
That was Gigi. She said to subscribe. But she'll always be my #1 fan and always be hers, which is why I need to tell you all to go and listen to Tulips on Spotify. I will put a little picture here of their Spotify account. It is Gigi and her sister's Spotify account, and they've got 3 songs out currently: Lover, Artificial Love, and All Over the Place. So I really, really recommend you listen to them. Like, they are actually so good. Like, their talent is insane. It's insane. So yeah, go and listen to them because I am their #1 fan. So you can't beat me on that one, and I don't think you can beat Gigi on being my #1 fan either. But I do very much recommend them. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's see if it's actually cooked now, because if it hasn't, then that will be really disappointing because it's literally getting late as we speak. Oh, it's looking promising. Nope, I'll wipe it. No, I think it needs like 5 minutes. We're going to give it 5 minutes and then it will 100% be done. It's just like the slightest bit still kind of wet. But it's looking promising in terms of getting out of the pan. Like, I can tell that is going to get out of the thing easily. I found the right rack. There we go. This is what I meant to find. I somehow got this and thought this was this. Now I'm just going to wait the rest of like the 4 minutes and then I will be back. It has been 5 minutes, so we're going to try and hope that this is the last time now, otherwise I will be doing this till very late at night. And it's a school night. Oh, here we go. Yes! I'm so happy right now. Okay, I don't need to put it in again. We're gonna rest it on here. We're going to let it cool for a few minutes, then I'm going to try and get it out and let it cool a bit more before decorating. Hello everyone, as you can see we got the cake out of the pan and it got out easily, and I think this cake looks pretty darn good. I don't want to jinx it and it break, but I'm going to put it on the plate now so that I can kind of, oh, there we go. So I can ice it. Now I can show it to you a bit better, I think. Here we go, lovely heart shape. I have got this M&S Madagascar vanilla icing for the icing because I hate buttercream. This may actually be a type of buttercream. No, they wouldn't put butter in this, I don't think. It's in storage. I don't know. But I hate buttercream, fun fact. So I'm going to use this, and then I've got these jazzy sprinkles, the sprinkles that come on jazzies, that I'm going to put on top. I originally thought of like putting them in the letters of his name, but that's way too much ever, and I would not be able to manage that. So we're not going to do that. I'm just going to sprinkle those on top. But yes, first thing I'm going to do is kind of whip this a bit, because I think it just needs to, not whip it with a whisk, but with a fork or knife to just kind of soften it a bit before I put it on the cake. I don't know if this is the correct approach. Oh, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty, let me try a bit actually. Get my finger. Very vanilla-y, sweet. It's very sweet, but I'll be fine. Let me grab a knife and then I'll start. Okay, here we go. I'm going to just get this like that. Oh, this is going to be fine. Okay. I'll clean up the sides of the plate once I've finished as well, so that it looks presentable on the plate. You know, the edges are going to look really bad. Like, the edges are going to look, oh, horrendous. But I want a bit of icing on them too, you know? I've got to strive for excellence. Oh, that's, try doing it bit by bit. Oh, that's brilliant. This better be one scrumptious cake, because it's now 10 PM and I'm doing this. There we go. Okay, not the most amazing icing job you will have ever seen, obviously, but good enough for my standards. Now we've got sprinkles. Should I just kind of put them everywhere? Should I put them in my hand, maybe? Or just put them everywhere? Okay, we're gonna say that's done. I know it's not a work of art, but it's the love that counts, the thought that counts, I mean. You know, I don't think there's much point in cleaning the plate because the slices are gonna get cut, but I'm pretty proud of myself for making, oh, the sprinkles are gonna try and come off. Such a beautiful, what do you call it, cake. Such a beautiful cake, you know? So yes, it's time to take a slice. I've got my mini plate and I'm going to cut myself a slice. I'm imagining if I was to, I think this may be a smart idea, Holly. Middle point is about there. I don't really want too big of a slice because it's like 10 past 10. Ooh. Ooh, oh, this feels good. Oh, well, act like that didn't happen. I could have done that so much better, but it slipped when it was on the knife. That looks like one second, let me get the icing and sprinkles on my fingers. That looks like one delightful slice of cake. Okay, I'm actually filming a TikTok while I'm doing this, so I'm going to film myself 2 ways trying the cake. Let's get a bit. Okay. It's a classic sponge. A lovely classic sponge. Now, since I've tried it and everything, I think I should probably end this video here and I'll carry on eating my cake afterwards. So yes, thank you so much to everyone who has watched this video. I will see you in the next one. If you have any other videos that you would like me to do, please do comment them, because I always need new ideas, you know? So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!